The Matrix is a system, Neo. That system is our enemy. When you're inside, you look around, what do you see? Businessmen, teachers, lawyers, carpenters, the very minds of the people we are trying to save. But until we do, these people are still a part of that system, and that makes them our enemy. You have to understand, most of these people are not ready to be unplugged. And many of them are so inert, so hopelessly dependent on the system, that they will fight to protect it. Were you listening to me, Neo? Or were you looking at the woman in the red dress? I was. Look again.
Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give our honor, praise, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Brakakadash. Double honor to our apostles, elder bishops, a great millstone and rule well. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect, pushing the true doctrine across the four winds of the earth in all truth and in sincerity. I'm Lamar Ariyah for the Mississippi Camp. Lord willing, this will be an edifying lesson. And as you can see in that clip, it was a short, brief clip going into the Matrix, where Morpheus pretty much was explaining how a lot of people are tied up into the Matrix and they are not quite ready to be unplugged, a lot of them. And a lot of them are so locked in that they would do anything to protect it, man. So, and that's, I mean, that's real. Because you got a lot of our people, Israelites, who are so plugged into this wicked society, man, with hopes of a continuing of normalcy coming back, that they're willing to do anything to protect that hope, that lost hope they have. And we see a lot of the videos that the elder Manatazakba, South Carolina, be doing, man, showing how Israelites are completely out of their minds and steady coming up against the Israelites, man. You know, when they are Israelites. But, you know, they're those dry bones, you know, they still, you know, dwell amongst the congregation of the dead. And they have trust and faith in Egypt. Okay, they have trust and faith in this wicked society. And they have that hatred towards their brothers. Okay. And this is all by design when it comes to Esau Edom, man. Because he has always had a way of planting that hatred. You know, and the scripture goes into it about the hatred that Israel will have for their own brothers. But, you know, 2/3 of Israel, they're locked into the society, man, and they are supporters of the devil, basically, man. The scripture says you are of your father the devil, and the lust of your father you will do. So they are 2/3 of pretty much are, what's the word I'm looking for? Co-workers, if you will, for Esau Edom. Okay. And this devil, man, he's setting up to destroy a lot of people, man. He's going to collapse this economy. Okay. He's going to cause more jobs to be lost, more layoffs happening, more homes being lost, more financial crisis. You know, eventually to this society just completely collapse when it comes to a monetary system. And it's all to bring forth his NWO as well as the charagma. You know, that's why the scripture said, never trust thine enemy, man. This devil never has good intentions for his citizens, especially you Israelites. And he's proving that more and more daily. Okay, you see the news, everything that's going on, there's high tension with America and Iran, America, Russia, America, and Venezuela. You know, you got still issues with, you know, the small hats causing still more division with America and the EU, NATO, and then as well as their own people, man. America's having issues or just complete chaotic activity right now with their own people, man. And this is really not America anymore, man. This is really small hat, sister state, if you will, a sister country, because, it's ran by or being controlled by the small hats by using puppets over here. And DJ 47 is one. But at the end of the day, man, this is all a part of their plan, man. Problem, reaction, solution. But they got a lot of irons in the fire. So eventually, it's going to get out of hand for them. And they think they're going to, bring forth their fifth industrial revolution, their new world order, but they have a bound that they can't pass, man, that the Lord has already set. But yet and still the prophets are out warning the people of the things that are going to happen, man. And a lot of people, they're going to be unplugged from the matrix. And when they're unplugged from the matrix, they're going to realize that it has all been a complete lie. Complete lie, man. That they're gonna, prosper. They're gonna, the society's going to get back to normal. Jobs are coming. All that nonsense that Trump was promising before he got in office, man. Being against the technocrats and all that, AI, being against AI, but it was a complete lie. You people are a problem, and they're finna get ready to limit the problem. Okay, they're finna get ready to do a mass depopulation, man, across the scale, especially here in Babylon. And then he's gonna bring forth that charagma as that solution, man. Okay, because the problem is people are losing jobs, losing money, inflation, the tariffs, all the things of that nature. The reaction is gonna be people gonna start, looting, robbing, taking. And we've seen an inkling of that, And then, of course, we see how they're deploying the ICE agents. They're going to start, doing other things drastically to wage this war they got going against the American citizens. Okay, and that's going to cause more of a problem. And the solution is going to be what? Eventually, bring forth martial law across the globe. Well, not across the globe, across Babylon, right? Implement that charagma. Okay. And then, it's only another prophecy left that's got to come to pass. That's gonna be World War III. But right now, it's all about a digital system and implementing that charagma. All right, this is the book of Revelation, chapter 3, starting verse 10. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation. And our temptation is gonna be when the society collapsed, okay? When Egypt falls, when Babylon falls, when spiritually Sodom and Egypt falls, right? When Rome, the revived Rome Empire crumble, they're going to present their charagma, okay? As if it's going to help you, okay? You're going to be able to buy, you're going to be able to sell, trade, travel, get a home, pay bills, etc. But it's deeper than that, man. They're trying to mark people as Goya, as slaves of Satan. Okay? And when you read Revelation 13 and 16, it tells you what's going to happen, man. He's going to call everybody from every walk of life, whether you're rich, poor, whether you're free or bond, as scripture say, to take that mark in your right hand on your forehead. Okay? And that mark represents his number, which is going to be, Chi-Psi stigma, okay, 666. And then that means what? That you have given your allegiance, you have bowed your knee to the beast, man. And you're pretty much has given in to be a slave of Satan. And when you read Revelation 14 chapter, the Lord tells you that you're gonna have to partake in his wrath, man. Okay? So that's why we gotta be trustful and have faith in Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. Because this devil, as said, he's going to come down with that great wrath because he know he had but a short time. That's in Revelation, the 12th chapter. So continuing on, I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. So this is going to be a trial era, a time of temptation, for everybody, man. And those that trust in the Lord, who have kept his word, obey his law, statutes, commandments to the best of their ability, okay? Operazar with those men, the Lord is going to keep us from that temptation, man. He's going to have a spirit on us to be like, nah, we good. We're going to continue to trust in the Lord, be steadfast and unmovable, But those who are not rooted in this truth, man, they're going to line up to get that C hip, man, just like they did to take the jump shot, because they're going to want to work. They're going to want to go here. They're going to want to go there. They're going to want to do this. They're going to want to do that, But at the end of the day, they're pretty much signing their death certificate, man, by way of taking their charagma, by not trusting in the Lord, by giving their reverence to Satan, man. Okay? And this has always been by design, man. They got all the different distractions when it comes to, Epstein, football, basketball, Super Bowl coming up. Just all these different distractions, man. Bread and circus. Just so they can continue to work in the background and preparing you people for the slaughter, man. There's going to be a mass massacre, okay? Where this devil is getting ready to do a depopulation, man. He's finna wage war on his people, man. He's finna gun again. The devil's come down with great wrath because he know he had but a short time. And it goes to what he's gonna be like a madman sparing none. Let me get that. Because people don't really understand it because they locked into this matrix, man. But see, like I say, the Lord is just gonna unplug everybody that's plugged in. And see, that's the beautiful thing about this truth. You able to dwell in the society and see things for what they truly are. Because no enchantment shall come against Jacob, man, roughly paraphrasing. So we can live in this society and see what it is, man. And that's why the Lord set forth his prophets to warn the people with the second Ezra, the 15th chapter, speaking to the ear of my people, the words of prophecy that I have put in the book, roughly paraphrasing. But, either they going to hearken or they not. Okay, so like we said in Revelation 12 and 12, it says the devil's going to come down with great wrath because he know he had but a short time. But then when you go to 2nd Ezra, the 16th chapter, 71st verse, 71, they shall be like madmen, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord. So this devil's just the Lord finna allow this devil to go ape shit. Okay, and if you're not covered by the blood of Yahweh Shai, you're done. You're going to be through, And see, and these devils have been preparing for this moment, man, where they can come down that great wrath, they can just really just have their way with the people. And you Israelites is on the top of the list. But again, this devil, man, he's crafty. And like I say, this has been a plan. And I'm gonna play another video before I close it out. Well, I'm gonna play another video to close it out. Just showing how this devil has always had in his mind of how to occupy the sensible thoughts of people, where they'll be lost in watching just TV and sports and any kind. Now you got the internet with the podcast, all these different platforms, then you got all the conspiracy shit going on. Like I say, puffy shit R. Kelly, Bill Cosby. It goes back. And now Jay-Z supposed to be in a fled the country or something because he's supposed to be on the Epstein list. And, it goes on, man. But the whole time, this devil, while he's got all these distractions and psyops and all that going on, he's still in the background preparing to come down with that great wrath. And the Lord has sent forth the prophets to warn the people. But, hey, at the end of the day, if they don't listen, that's on them, man. The blood is off our hands. And we have been warning, starting with our apostles, our elder bishops, and brothers on down. We have been doing the work through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, warning of the things that you're seeing in your face right now. The wars, the rumors of wars, the uproars of the people, the love of many waxing cold. Just all these things are going on, man. This is prophecy. Wars and rumors of wars. Again, we seeing these proxy wars and these threats and tensions of wars getting ready to start, man. Because the scriptures say, "Let the weak say I'm strong." These other countries are not fearing America like that, because they have militaries, they have weapons. They have allies. So they not fearing America like that. Even though America's still that powerhouse, that mighty army, but the other nations are gonna come together, man. So I'm gonna go and play this other video, and again, Lord willing, this was edified. The Lord is gonna plug everybody from the matrix, and they're gonna see how they've been duped by this devil, man, and his distractions and lies and deceit. Okay. Again, Lord witness edified. I want to give all honor, praise, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Double honor to our apostles, our elder bishops, a great millstone and Ruel. Peace and salutation to the hopeful elect. Shalom.
What I will tell you may well sound absurd. The less who believe it, the better for me. For many a year we have controlled your lives, while you all just struggle and suffer in strife. We created the things that you don't really need, your sports cars and fashions and plasma TVs. I remember it clearly how all this began. Family secrets from father to son. Inherited knowledge that gives me the edge, while you people lie sleeping at night in your beds. We control the money that controls your lives, whilst you worship false idols and wouldn't think twice about selling your souls for a place in the sun. These things that won't matter when your time is done. You would really believe that we look out for you, while we bankers and brokers are only a few. But if you saw that, you'd take back the power. Hence, daily terrors to make you all cower. The panics, the crashes, the wars, and the illness that keep you from finding your spiritual wholeness, to keep you enslaved in your pitiful lives. So, go out and work as your body clock fades. But you simply don't see it's all part of the game. Another distraction, like money and fame. Get ready for wars in the name of the free. Vaccinations for illness that will never be. The assault on your children's impressionable minds, and a microchipped world. You'll put up no fight. Information suppression will keep you in tone. Depopulation of peasants was always our goal. What's really happening does not concern you. So just go on watching your plasma TV. And the world will be run by the ones you can't see.
The greatest trick the devil ever pulled was convincing the world he didn't exist.